Hãy đến ngay với chúng tôi này,
Five Star English.
cùng vào lớp Anh ngữ 5 sao này.
We got what you need.
Well, nowadays, international students are opting to, study abroad. So, yet we are requested by an international university to make a video guide for students to understand more and have an extensive knowledge about studying abroad. But is that a very important thing? Yes, it is. So now today we Lux at Veritas will show you a video guide or a presentations to understand more about what is the study abroad and also our examinations for countries to study.
So here's our team. So let's get started. First is Hi, second is Win, and the last one, who is possibly me. So let's get started.
Well, our table of content, as you see here, we have the introductions, the main topic, and last but not least, the conclusion, or maybe the summations. In these three parts, we have divided so for you to be easy to make it easier to follow. First of all, we would like to introduce to you about the Yale University. Well, Yale University, as you can see here, this is the logo of this prestigious institutions. It is a worldwide university, and I believe that everyone knows this. And this university has spanning a history for about more than 300 years. And also, as you know, this university has starting its founding in the 18th century. Also, I think everybody knows this because this university is a very famous. So, yeah.
It's about 220 years.
Yes,
that's a lot
of course. And something special about this prestigious university is that it has a lot of applications, but yet only a small percentage of them are accepted.
Yeah.
And it also has gained its recognitions on the global scales, offers options and provides students with many studies opportunity.
So in terms of education, there's a lot have been confirmed in the education here. This institution has ascended top 20 worldwide university, provide graduated and graduated.
It is also it also has a lot of awards, such as more than 15 Nobel Prizes for all the pupils and others here.
So why should we study abroad?
This
There's a lot of reason for it. Sometimes in your home country, the education is not good enough to use to shine your ability and everything. That when the study abroad come in, you can come to another country, study normally, and have some degree. You can have a high pay job, or you can be some important part of the school too.
So it's mainly like higher your life quality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to continue with this topic, we have divided this study abroad into two different categories. First of all, we will talk about the pros of study abroad and the cons of it.
So let's get started. A useful and great challenge. It's hard to say, but studying abroad is a real challenge for the student. But it's gonna help you a lot in your future self, so you don't have afraid of facing any challenge in your life.
Yet, it is also, and sometimes risking your life to do something new and it's a really great choice. Next up, we will say about a chance to showcase different cultures.
Cultural. Every country in the world have its own cultural, and it's great. It's really great to know every culture in the world. You can experience this, and you can take the good and make yourself better every day.
Oh,
Do you think so?
yeah, of course. It's experiencing cultures is a really good way to higher your life qualities too. Next up, we will say about the high quality institutions. Of course, we have said before, sometimes the overseas countries has a better education quality than in our country, and yet it's a good opportunity for you to come there and learn everything good from it, and know how to develop your country's educations and in others areas.
So, what do you think? But I thinking that the quality in there is good for in a lot of countries. It's really good.
Yeah, of course. And last but not least, learning a brand new language. Of course, who doesn't like to learn a new language? Because, it's very helpful, functional, and sometimes really useful in your life.
Yeah, I think when you learn about new language, you wanna have a new window to look into a new world that you
Yes.
can't see before.
Of course. And yes, as I said before, developing your life quality is equals to developing your life career. When you have a good opportunity to, go somewhere and learn a lot of things from it, especially good things, or maybe as we can say, functional and useful stuff and knowledge that might help us to fulfill our dream. Yet.
So, I thinking that no one can alive without some relationship, some friendship. And actually, if you go far from home and go study abroad, some friends should be your great companion. So building a friendship is one of the pros when you study abroad, you go somewhere new, you're not in your hometown, your own hometown. You can meet new people from many countries or from the country that you still studying to, which is make you have some one that you can trust, you can share if you have any hard time. I
Yes.
think that's a good thing.
Yes,
Good thing.
they can be your motivations.
Yeah.
And yet become more self-sufficient, or it's easier to say like become more independent. Yes, study abroad is like when you go far from your friends and family, your hometown, and yeah, it can be said that your country and the ones you love. So you have to do everything by your own. Yeah, by such as do your cookings for your own, do meals, maybe earn money for yourself, and yes, that might give a boost your independent.
So here, now it's time for some problem. The first problem, language might be the good thing for you to learn, but sometimes I thinking that it's hard because the language barrier is really hard to break. Until you're very good at the English, it's a long time, and when you're good at it, before it, you will face something. It's called the language barrier. So there's only one way to fix this thing. Is that you need to learn, need to practice a lot, or maybe you want to talk to some natives, learn how they say some kind of word if you're not good.
Well, yes, I think that is that shadowing. You know that
No.
skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that skill. And yes, to the next one, we will talk about day-to-day financials.
Oh.
It sounds a little bit complicated as you see here, but it can be said that the money you use to live.
You need to control your finance to the end of the month or the end of the year. For your parent, possibly your parent will send you the money, or you need to find a part-time job if you need too much. I think the solution for it is that you need to do it.
Yes, of course, we need to do it. And it's also, next one, we will also talk to culture shock. As you see here, culture shock happens to everyone. Mostly everyone who comes to a new country. Because, as Han said before, every country has its own and different, also unique cultures. So when you come to another country, you might get a small shocks, and it would be hard for you to get used to it quickly. So
Yeah.
what are the solutions here?
Yeah. So for me to think, before you come to the country, you need some prepare. And for that prepare, the first thing I think you must read about the relics in the country and everything that they have do. They do that different to us.
Yeah.
From the old poor student before. Are you thinking that?
Yes, that's also in my mind. I think that to carry this problem, we should immerse ourselves in the locals' cultures and also teach the others about our cultures, which will give our country face a very good thing.
Yeah, you need to well prepare.
Okay.
So, homesickness. I hate this one, like really. I have experienced homesickness before. That when you're feeling lonely and everything, you remember the friend, your home country food and everything, which is really sucks. It
Yeah.
you just go through a lot of pain in that
Yeah,
period.
homesickness is a problem that it's like something that you would feel when you're far away from your loves things, beloveds, or maybe missing something that you once experienced. And according to UCLA Higher Education Research Institutions, that 71% of students who study abroad has already experienced these feelings. And it's totally okay. It's a normal thing. And to solve this, don't worry. You
Need some solution, right?
yeah, of course, need some solutions. Don't allow things that prevent you from missing your hometown things.
Actually, it's okay for you to take some small things.
Yes, of course.
Stay in contact with friends, stay in contact with your family, or even go and try to find some of your home country food in your town or something.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing,
Okay, so we have talked about the pros and cons of studying abroad. How about talking about 3 countries that are the example of the countries that you should go study? First of all, we must say the USA.
The freedom country.
Yes, the United States, without a doubt, is one of the best country to study abroad. Especially in my country, Vietnam, a lot of people dream about studying in the USA because USA has a lot of famous and prestigious university that I think mostly everyone dream to go in.
Yeah, I'm still dreaming about that, but there's one problem. That the cost of living here is quite high for me, I think so.
Yes, of course, this country absolutely has a lot of disadvantages, but it's still a great country to study.
Yeah.
Next of all, we will say about Canada.
Yay, the syrup.
Yeah, the syrup. Everyone knows that because it might be one of the famous things. I guess so, because everybody's know Canada for its unique syrup. So what does this country have? Canada has a unrivaled variety of landscapes in their place, and also I heard from a lot of people saying that the quality of life in Canada is really great.
Yeah, the weather in there is kind of great. Not too cold, but not too hot at some point. And living in there is quite affordable, and everything is affordable for you too. So I think that you should do it.
Yeah, and the
Should try.
language they speak are English and French. And to me, as a person who speaks English and French at the same point, I think it's a very good way to for foreigners, especially from Europe or maybe just from Asians and other continents in the world to come and study, also developing their life quality here.
The last one, the first one, really. Australia. A really close country to us, huh?
Well, I think we all know the kangaroo, right?
Yeah.
This is where the origins of the kangaroos, and Australia's is everyone. I heard everyone said that Australia is a hospital, daring and vivacious country. They also have very good life qualities too. You know that?
Yeah, they have some top university in the world too. The education is here really
It's
Grow-
very good. and
like the
growing.
future to us.
Yes, their education systems are amazing.
Yeah. And the student caring too.
Yes. So I think this is the amount of time that we gonna end this presentations here.
So
if
goodbye and see you next time.
And if you have any questions, leave it at the comment box or maybe down there, and perspective you can ask me. Thank you. Bye bye.
5 star, 5 star, 5 star English, 5 star, 5 star.
Five Star English, một công ty thuộc tập đoàn giáo dục Atlantic